Hey, it's Rob Minton, and welcome back to another Cashflow video. In this video, we are going to talk about the secret letter. And I make light of the secret letter, but it's extremely important. So in this video, I want to talk about what the secret letter is, why it's so important, and hopefully inspire you to write your own secret letter. Before I do, though, I wanted to just say that if you are interested in learning how to move into a position of financial strength where you no longer have to worry about losing your job, where you never have to go to work unless you want to, where you never have to worry about how you're going to make your mortgage payment, I would strongly recommend that you get my book, The Cashflow Plan, at the link below this video. In this book, I will show you step by step how to move into a position of financial strength. I really poured my heart and soul into that book, so please get that book. I think it will be immensely helpful for you. All right, now the secret letter. Pretty much everything that I share, everything that I learned, there's usually a story behind it, and there's a story behind the secret letter. In 2010, my mother passed away from lung cancer, a brutal process. As we all know, cancer just fucking sucks. After I found a file on her desk or inside her desk, it was easy for me to find, let's put it that way. And in this file, she had outlined pretty much everything she wanted to have happen, like all of her wishes. She had her obituary in there. She had a list with all of her accounts, financial accounts, the account numbers. Her home had been put into a trust. And, I'm a real estate guy, and I didn't know she did any of this, but that was so immensely helpful because it made her estate processing all that so easy and simplified and saved a lot of time and money. But this file, you could tell she spent a lot of time putting this together, and it was immensely helpful because you think about it, you lose a loved one, it's hard enough dealing with that, then you've got all the mental stress of trying to make the proper decisions that you think your loved one would want. So this is where the idea for this secret letter started. All right, and then we can fast forward to 2018. In 2018, one of my best friends, and this guy worked with me, he was a real estate investor, he's my best client, we were partners in an apartment property that we owned. He had pancreatic cancer and he passed away. His financial situation was 10 times more complex than my mother's. He had several real estate investments. He had different brokerage accounts. So after he passed away, his wife was kind of struggling with their financial situation. So I would go over and try to help out as much as I could. And it was a challenging process. Because he had this complicated system for his passwords to get into his computer and to get into his various accounts. In hindsight, it would have been super helpful not only for her but for anyone trying to help them out if he had put together a letter explaining what accounts he had, what the account numbers were, and he didn't. So that was kind of where the idea for the secret letter really became very extremely important for me. The secret letter really is a letter that you write to your family or to your significant other, and in that letter you outline your wishes, what you want to have happen, and include every single financial account that you have, the account numbers. My suggestion is that you also think through how you can set your family up financially after you're gone. One of the key ways that most people can utilize, and sadly they don't utilize it properly, is life insurance. Okay, and I'm not a life insurance salesperson. I'm not a guru. I'm just going to share with you the thought process that I have used with regard to life insurance. And the goal I suggest you consider, is to think through the amount of life insurance that you need that would put your family in a position of FU. And to do that, then you need to sit down and add up all of your debt, your mortgage, outstanding mortgage balance, your car balances, credit card balances, student loan, any other equity loan, whatever debt you have added up. You want the total amount of debt. Okay, then you need to ballpark your final expenses, funeral home, that's all very expensive. You need that number, okay? And then next, and this is the real critical piece of determining your life insurance, is you need to figure out what your family's ongoing monthly living expenses will be, assuming that they paid off all the debt from the life insurance proceeds. So let's just say hypothetically that the living expenses are $6,000 a month or $7,000 a month. How much money do they need to have invested, earning 5, 6, 7% annually, that would allow them to have passive investment income that would offset their ongoing living expenses without having any debt payments? And this is where a lot of people miss. They don't factor in having enough life insurance to provide passive income. So let's say it's $6,000 a month. You add an additional $1 million into your life insurance amount so they can invest this $1 million. If they earn 6% a year, they're going to generate $60,000 annually, which is about $5,000 a month. Once again, just real quick, total amount of debts, final expenses, and then an investment fund that would generate the passive income they would need to offset their living expenses. And this is how I've structured my life insurance, and this is a suggestion for you to think about. Most people do not have enough insurance, so if something happens to you, your family is in a financial jam. Without your income, you have the opportunity right now to make sure that that doesn't happen to them. Your secret letter should include all of this, right? It should include how you think the life insurance should be utilized, the purpose for the life insurance, all that should be in your secret letter. Now, when I first wrote my secret letter a couple years ago, I did not communicate it to my wife. I just wrote it, I printed it out, and I put it in an envelope in our lockbox thingy. I'm just like, hey, I want this to be available to her. Since then, we've talked about it, and I think the reason why the secret letter is important is because we typically don't have these conversations. They're hard conversations. No one wants to talk about their death and what happens. If it's uncomfortable for you to have that conversation, then you have to do this secret letter. But since I did that first secret letter, I've sat down with my wife and we've gone through everything. I've shown her how I manage our properties and how I track rents and everything. So she now has a better understanding of that. But I also will go back every couple of years, and I just did it recently. I will update that secret letter because stuff happens, right? Things change. So I just updated that secret letter. My family knows about it now, so it's not a secret letter, but it's an important letter, okay? So my hope is that you make the time necessary to write your own secret letter. My mother gave a huge gift to me by doing what she did, and I'm trying to do the same thing for my family, right? I'm trying to give them this gift to make things easier for them when my time comes. And I'm trying to also give you this gift that you can use with your family. Good luck writing your secret letter. It's extremely important. I'm telling you, make time for this even though it's not fun. Your family will thank you for it. Catch you in the next video.